Now, listen, you guys. Doechii is being accused of trolling Nicki Minaj. Now, we're also going to be talking about her being ranked above Lauryn Hill. And I was just like, okay, when and how did we get here? And we're also going to be discussing about Monaleo and her showing Nicki Minaj some love and acknowledging the impact that she's had, in as far as female rap is concerned. And we're also going to be discussing about Cousin Sloth and the fight that went down at one of her shows, which led her to ultimately, stop the show. And at the same time, Drake is telling us that, well, the Nokia video is actually coming. Kash Doll and T Tracy, at this point, I'm like, did you guys ever love each other at one point? Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Doechii. So, Bongo 2, aka Megan the Stallion, decided to post a picture of herself actually on Instagram. She was looking good. I'm not even going to be a hater. She was looking absolutely amazing. And, a lot of people came into the comment section complimenting her. And it does seem like Doechii is one of the people that decided to hop into Megan the Stallion's, comment section to basically compliment her. And she said, Barbie, okay, with some emoji, some love heart, love eye emoji. And of course, that has caused quite the commotion, on the X streets, as some people feel like, listen, she is being messy, seeing how Nicki Minaj, in as far as the female rappers are concerned, is the one that is normally referred to as Barbie. That's literally, something that she's been doing for a long time. So people felt like she knew exactly what she was doing. And, calling Bongo 2 Barbie is her way of trying to troll Nicki Minaj, or trying to have at least problems or issues with the Barbz, so that when she out of nowhere decides to shade Nicki Minaj, people will say that, well, it's because Nicki's fans were on her case. Now, I will say this, Bongo 2 does look like a doll in that picture, despite people saying that, well, Barbies don't have feet as as long as Ken's feet. I didn't say that. X said that. That's what people are saying. But I feel like regardless, she looks absolutely amazing. And she does look like a Barbie in my own opinion. However, let's also not forget that, well, Doechii unfollowed Nicki Minaj right about the time that she was going back and forth with Bongo 2, which could be interpreted as Doechii picking a side in that fight. And of course, let us also acknowledge that a couple of days ago, Bongo 2 came out here and saying that she would like to work with Doechii. And we had an entire conversation about that. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, a couple of months from now, we do see a Bongo 2 and Doechii collaboration. And with this, I'm like, these girls don't learn when it comes to Bongo 2. Ask the Transformer, she will tell you how Bongo 2 moves. Ask Kelsey, all these people that have been around Bongo 2. And don't be surprised, Doechii, after all has been said and done, you've worked together and maybe the friendship or fake friendship didn't work. Don't be surprised if you are painted into the villain, because one thing about Bongo 2 and her Sympathy Afro, she's never held accountable for anything. So all I have to say to Doechii is good luck with that friendship. And if you were shading Nicki Minaj unprovoked, well, good luck with that entire route. If that's the route that you've decided to take for your career, good luck with it. That's all I'm just gonna say. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this. Do you think that this was shade, or do you think that it was an innocent compliment? She does look like a Barbie. In my own opinion, she looks pretty. And about the feet, I'm not the one who say that. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Monaleo. It seems like she decided to give Nicki Minaj the flowers that she so deserves, as she's basically pointing out to the fact that, well, Nicki did open a lot of doors, actually, contrary to what people may want to propel out there to say that a certain stripper is responsible for the revival of the female rap genre. Okay, so Mona Leo is coming out there with how Nicki has impacted her as a female rapper. And honestly, I love it when some people come out here and are honest. Just be honest. We're not asking you to be a Nicki D rider, but at least be honest about certain things. That's the thing. Nobody's asking you to lie, But people are just saying acknowledge the truth for what it is, regardless of who you like and who you don't. But if people start acting like just because they don't like another person, then they try to discredit everything that she has done, that becomes the problem. And that is the problem that I have with a lot of female rappers that will take their own personal sentiments about Nicki Minaj and try to turn that into the truth. Facts could never be erased. And I respect girls who will say that I don't see eye to eye with Nicki Minaj, but at least I can give her flowers for what she has done in the female rap streets.
Shit, you know your shit. You know how you got some rappers that really don't be knowing their stuff.
Yeah, they don't be knowing their history. But I feel like it's Nicki Minaj, so at the end of the day, I gotta know about everybody who came before me. And Nicki Minaj is like one of those female rappers that I know it's controversial at the moment. I really don't about all that bullshit. I don't care. That shit don't got nothing to do with me. I just want to say, like, it's Nicki Minaj. Like, I'm a female rapper, so I'd be an idiot to like not be versed in like the people that came before me. And Nicki Minaj, she paved the way. She went through she endured a lot. Like, I was 19 years old. Bless you.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I was like 19 years old when she was like going through all the shit she was going through to pave the way for female rappers. She was being criticized and they was talking so nasty about her. Like, I would never forget. Like, I was there for it. So I can never pretend like that shit. I grew up on that. So I seen it in the blogs. I seen it in the media. I would see it on the news. I would see, like, even pre-social media, I would see how critical they were of like Nicki Minaj, and it was always like, I don't know, I just gravitated towards her. I thought she was fire. I thought she was a raw ass rapper, and I still do to this day. So I think she's like, she's for sure, she's obviously the GOAT. And there's no debating or disputing that. So
I love that.
Shout out to Queen Nicki.
So positive. I love how you don't show no hate, you give love.
One thing about it too, you could quote my I'm not no finicky ass, flopping ass. I'm cool with, flip flopping, and so I got, because I'm cool with this person, or this bitch talk to my nigga, so it's fuck her. That shit don't really, like, I'm a real at the end of the day. So I just feel like, and people just be, I don't know.
And that's why you are where you are now.
Exactly.
And why you're blessed the way you are.
Exactly.
Because of how you are, your heart and your intentions, they're pure. They're not like, you don't got like a
vendetta or a chip on my
like
shoulder,
an evil heart, a jealous type of heart.
Yeah. That's just not my speed. So shout out to all the female rappers, for real. We may not all get along. It's a lot of shit that y'all don't see behind the scenes. I'm not saying that I'm beefing with anybody in particular, but it's just like, it's catty. It's a catty industry.
Okay, good shit. You know your shit. You know how you got some rappers that really don't be knowing their stuff.
Yeah, they don't be knowing their.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. There you heard that. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Kash Doll. At this point, Kash Doll and Tracy T, I don't know who's the baby mama and who's the baby daddy. And it seems like Kash Doll seems to agree with that, because she's out there calling that man her baby mama. So we all know that Kash Doll has since moved on from the baby daddy, and the baby daddy came out here on a rant saying that, listen, I've got 2 kids that came out of Kash Doll's hoo-ha, which I felt like was very disrespectful and not necessary. And all this was being done to clap back at a fan. It's not even Kash Doll who had said anything to him, but it's a random person on the internet. But that was enough for him to go online and talk about the mother of his children in such a ridiculous way. Sometimes people are out there procreating with their number one enemies, because what do you mean this guy is saying? And each time Kash Doll's picture circulates with the baby daddy, with the new boyfriend, in comes the baby daddy with the same kind of remarks. Like, at this point, I'm just like, how many times are you going to emphasize that? And the other time he was basically saying that, oh, wow, if I really wanted her, and I'm just looking at it like, boy, grow up. Grow the F up. And you, Kash Doll, oh my God. But anyway, so someone had commented and said that now at this point we don't know who the baby mama is. And Kash Doll responded and said, that's my baby mama. That's my baby mama. And I was like, that is so messy and so petty. And I do hope that, outside of all the internet, shenanigans and everything, they are able to come together and coexist for the sake of their children. Because, if you're now calling each other baby mama, and I'm just like, my God. Let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Cousin Sloth's tour. Now, at this point, this tour is not making the waves. Where did Cousin Sloth's hype go? Was it perhaps stolen by Bongo 2? Did she use up all her momentum for Bongo 2's tour? And now Bongo 2 is not even looking Cousin Sloth's way? Because at least I would think that, well, since Cousin Sloth came to Bongo 2's tour, the least that Bongo 2 could do is just make an appearance, man, just to help the girl with some little bit of hype. But then at this point, Bongo 2 herself doesn't even have any hype anyway. So, okay. I get it. Maybe that's why she's not coming out here to just make an appearance for Bongo 2, you know? Maybe that's the reason that she knows at this point that the Japanese have forgotten about her. No, nobody's still Watashi was dying. But anyway, so it is being reported that a fight broke at Cousin Sloth's show. And Cousin Sloth was like, if you're going to be doing world wrestling entertainment here, this is not the platform for it. Neither is it a platform for boxing. So, that being said, I'm bowing out, and here ends the performance. That's what exactly Cousin Sloth did. She decided to walk away from performing because why are you guys fighting? Why? You came all the way from your house to come and fight in my presence. I'm not going forward with the show. And if I was Cousin Sloth, I probably would have done the same thing again because what do you mean? Like, because at the end of the day, with some of these fights, you don't really know how much they can escalate. It's only until people lose their lives that's when people will be like, oh, well, why did she continue performing when people were fighting in the crowd? So for everybody who's criticizing Cousin Sloth for, stopping the show, I personally don't blame her because I don't play about my safety. I don't care how much money you you paid me, but I'm not about to perform whilst there is a fight going on in the crowd. So I have an unpopular opinion about that. That being said, why is okay? Let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Drake and, of course, the video for his song, Nokia. It has been doing its rounds and it's a very catchy song. And I did see someone, was it Mao, who was saying that, well, this is the new, Hotline Bling. Hotline Bling was a vibe, okay? We're not going to dismiss that song. It was definitely a vibe. And Nokia, I feel like it's that melodic, fun song that people can just jam to without, having to decipher anything or symbolize anything. It's a fun song, okay? I'm not shading anyone, but like not every song needs to be that uptight and all of these things. So, yeah, baby girl. So, Baby Girl is a definitely nice song. And it is actually being reported that Drake's music video for Nokia will now be released on Monday, March 31st. And what do I think about the video? I do feel like it's a genius idea because I feel like it would definitely help the song in as far as the charts are concerned. And knowing Drake, he might actually come up with some new dance, like the dance that he was doing in Hotline Bling, and that could make for a viral song. So let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this video that might come from Judas Degrassi. Now, the last thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about this new comparison of Doechii to Lauryn Hill. This is certainly interesting, to say the least, because I do not know how, when, and why we got here. I understand the entire thing of maybe, PR packages and, polarization of certain blogs and bloggers, but they are setting it up for disaster at this point. I mean, I've said it in the past. It's a little bit too early for them to try and, make these crazy claims. I mean, I did see that Lauryn Hill co-signed Doechii, but for them to now say that Doechii is more talented than Doja Cat and Lauryn Hill, that is definitely interesting. But one thing that I will comment this particular podcaster, don't call me White Eagle, is that, well, she knew better than to compare Doechii to Nicki Minaj because that in itself, as I already told you, that's setting up this girl for disaster because at the end of the day, all the Barbz that are sitting on the fence right now and, some of them that are like, let's support Doechii because right now she didn't directly disrespect Nicki Minaj. The moment that they come out here and set up the stage for such comparison, when it comes to the Barbz is the actual Barbz, the true Barbz that actually do buy Nicki Minaj's music. They do not play when it comes to that. So at least I'll give this person, a plus for knowing that. Now let's move on to the Lauryn Hill and Doja Cat comparison. People are not feeling that comparison. People are feeling that it's way too early for Doja to be compared to Doechii. Given that just a year ago or 2 years ago, Doechii was opening for Doja Cat, and when you listen to Doechii, people are saying that, well, it's a combination of Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj, and maybe her being a dark skinned girl, and Lauryn Hill in the fashion sense, maybe Lauryn Hill. So I don't know, you guys. I will insert what this podcaster had to say at the end of this video, but I find it rather absurd, and I do see this working against Doechii. And if it's a record label that is pushing for these comparisons, this is not going to be doing it, because female rap is totally different from male rap. Okay, because female rap really does not have that many of fans. It has Barbz and of course anti-Barbz. That's the thing. And anti-Barbz are outnumbered by actual Barbz. So they should really be smart about these entire things where they are trying to propel this girl against icons in the music industry. Like, what has this girl done that warrants her to be compared to Doja Cat, to Lauryn Hill, to Nicki Minaj? Why? But anyway, if they love it, if they like it, we absolutely love it. So, yeah.
Post little clips of this girl it up, and her name was Doechii. To me, when I think about Doechii, I think about Missy Elliott.
Yeah, it's like a full package entertainer.
Yo,
yeah.
Doechii is a beast. Doechii can Doechii can rap. Doechii can sing. Doechii is creative.
She dance.
Doechii's looks,
yeah.
I've never seen them before. I never see them again after she do them, right? She's very honest. She's very vulnerable. I don't know. To me, like, you can't compare her to people. Doechii is to me, like a, what's the other little creative? A little crazy. She might be too. I don't know. I think her parents South African, but she definitely ill. No, the
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. But talent, different, weird, stand out, set the tone, make a do something different. That's what I think about. And Doechii's bigger than that because Doechii is black. It's harder when you black like that. Doechii ain't got no BBL. She not wearing a big wig and the look there, but with the look, you feel me? She's a beast, period. People was talking about Lauryn Hill. I legit was melting in my chair. Doechii is way better than Lauryn Hill. Y'all put Lauryn Hill on this huge ass mountain that she does not belong. Her show sucks, okay? I don't give a f. I liked her in that movie when Jesus was. That's my favorite thing Lauryn Hill has done. She's
not
fucking
Class Act,
ass.
Sister
That shit
Act.
ass. You know what else she got? The #1 fucking pit stitch meme. Fucking what's that shit them young do when they announce their pregnancy? Because they don't have no
Gender
weddings.
reveal.
They do a little gender reveal, little video with the transition. Lauryn Hill got the #1 I'm pregnant with a boy song, Zion. That's what the Lauryn Hills had. That's it. It's 1,000 little named Zion. Lauryn Hill do a show, middle of the show. First of all, Lauryn Hill do a show. She don't show up to the show over. Show end at 10. This bitch get there at 9:45. And I'm the latest podcaster in America. And I'm standing on my molehill saying that shit. Lauryn Hill come to the show when the show over. Perform for 20 minutes, then make you listen to her son for 30. Them, the Hills. All of them. I don't want to listen to your boy tap dance. I want to hear that say what Jesus was.
They said she can't. We learned she can't perform all that stuff.
It's one album, Lord. Why do y'all keep trying to tell me this is a legend? You know what a legend is? Diana Ross. You know what a legend is? Patsy Cline. I was walking right after midnight.
You could be a legend
in
and
the
still,
starlight,
like, you know what I'm saying?
just like we used to do when I was walking after midnight searching for you.
Nah.
I often see a weeping willow crying on his pillow, crying and laughing
Yeah,
for you.
She bitten
And
right
as
now.
the world is crawling after installing a bippy boppy doopy doo doo. Shayna, what the you know about Patsy Cline? Nothing.
I just don't think she's a legend.
That ain't no.
Patsy Cline?
I don't think. Like Diana Ross, I could say, okay.
What you just sung ain't better than
Lauren.
Lauryn Hill singing "If I Ruled the World." That's all. I just leave. That gotta
Right.
count. Some of your favorite, especially in
Shut the up in here.
rap and
Listen,
R&B.
none of you is going to talk about Patsy Cline in here. Not one of you.
I said what I said.
You don't know about Patsy Cline.
That's the point, because you know I know a lot. So if ain't bring her across my desk, she got to be light. Because my grandpa would have told me.
You don't like country music, Phelps. I like country.
So what? I know country artists. I know the good ones.
Sing Achy Breaky Heart. Sing it.
I don't know who made that.
Exactly. That was out in the 90s.
There you heard that, you guys. Now, that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what's happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. Until my next one, see you.